What is up, guys? Muffin here, and we are back with our SAO Rising Steel video. We have some great stuff to go over today. It's been quite a few days without some new content. I think the last actual event we got was this one right here, so we haven't really had any in-game content to really go with. And then we also had this banner, which came quite a few days ago. Pretty much a little quiet time over the weekend, which oh, well, there you go. Login time. Which I guess could be good for some people, you know, maybe people really just wanted like a break, because since the game launched, it's kind of been non-stop action with this game, which was kind of nice, I guess. It gave me time to work on some of my other mobile games, but looks like we're getting back into things starting on Tuesday, so tomorrow night at Reset, we are going to be getting the next War of Underworld event. But first off, so this will be I mentioned it in my last video, that we're going to be getting some scouts for this War of Underworld event. So it's pretty much we're going to get this water scout first right here. And then the second one will be a light one that'll feature or have boosted drop rates for Stacy Asuna and the original Roni. And then for this one, it's Yu-Gi-Oh!, Sortiliana, and Eldry. Obviously, you know, it would be it would be nice, but it's not going to happen that this Sinon would be featured on that type step-up banner, or not step-up, but just type banner, but we obviously already have her here, so there's no real reason to kind of do that. So that's that for starters, so make sure you have some water and light attribute characters ready for this, because that's what you're going to need. So we're going to be facing dark enemies, and we're going to be facing, what, fire? So here it is right down here. Like I said, like I always say, I kind of wish it would just be here. Like, just put it up here with the scouts, just put a little picture. But it is what it is, I suppose. So let's go back to the raid event, because they're making lots of changes from the first one. It looks like they took a lot of the feedback. So, as I assume, the last Kirito and Sortiliana medals are going to be in here. It looks like there's going to be an accessory as well for us to get, among other things. The increased obtainable items for bonus characters. So more stuff will drop if you have Sinon, Dakira, or Fanatio, which, lucky me, I have 2 out of the 3 here. And then there's going to be more reward ticket scout stuff. So, as with the last one, I'm sure a lot of people didn't get it. There are 250 diamonds we're going to be able to get from this event. I did not get anywhere close to that, because I stopped grinding at 30,000 because it was just super tedious. They still mention this, plus get a maximum of 25 gem shards to exchange for a 4-star weapon guaranteed scout ticket from raid boss battle mission. Well, oh, okay. It's just, that's where we're getting them, but not where we exchange them. Yeah, players who have collected 100 gem shards from other events can exchange them for a ticket, but I don't think they've updated. They might update the shop tomorrow. I'm still waiting for them to just update it, you know. It's still here. I've got 30 out of 100. When are you gonna give us another ticket there? And they need to add more gemstones as well, because I already bought all the gemstones you can currently buy, and I can't get these crystals. So maybe in the War of Underworld event, they'll have some more as well. So let's hop back into the preview here for stuff. So we went over that. We went over the 4-star ticket. Extra scout tickets can be oh, okay, yeah, 4-star reward characters. So any tickets you have left over can be exchanged for Sortiliana. So I'm hoping there's at least 50 for Kirito over here. I assume there will be at least be 50, because that's all I need to 100% him. Okay, so here's the accessory: light elemental attack plus 9%, required MP plus 20%. I'm wondering when they're going to start giving us 4-star accessories. I guess it's not necessary just yet, but I do wonder when it's going to happen. So, obviously, you want to give these earrings to one of your light characters, whether you give it to Fanatio or Sinon is up to you, whatever you have. I'll definitely be putting these on Sinon for the time being. Okay, following adjustments have been implemented for Volume 2. So, they have a lot of adjustments. There's 16 different adjustments. And then just down here, because we're not going to go over it anymore. It does start tomorrow. We're going to go over the adjustments at the end, actually. So let's go over everything here. So they go over what Kirito and Sortiliana do. The event starts tomorrow, and it goes till the 10th. So it's pretty much going until the next Ordinal battle starts, which is kind of cool. So they talk about the 3 areas. These are the different spawn rates and enemies we're going to be fighting. So definitely take a look at that. And then they go into the basic explanation on how the game actually works. And all the bonus characters are... oh, okay, so it's more than just the ones we saw at the top. So, Valentine's, Roni, and Tiese, the Fanatio and Dakira we have now, the Sortiliana and Kirito that are free to play, and the new Sinon. So these are all the bonuses you get. Damage dealt plus 20% during battle, so this is actually great. I got Roni, I got Tiese, I got Dakira, and I've got Sinon. I will be using all... That might be... That won't be my main team, because that doesn't constitute a healer. But I'll definitely have them within my 6. And then they go over the units down here, like Sinon, Kirito, and Sortiliana again. So let's go over the changes now that are being done to this. So let's go over them just one by one. Players can send out rescue requests even when they do not participate in raid boss battles. So, okay, so a raid's boss level will not increase the next time they're discovered. Okay, so you can discover it, but you want... It'll just... So, they're basically saying you don't have to fight a level 70 mission. Because before, you had to do the level 70 mission, then a boss would pop up. You beat the boss, do a level 70 mission again. So it seems like they're saying here, it'll just happen. So you could log in and open the thing, and it'll be like, oh, you discovered it. Which is nice, because you don't have to waste stamina if you don't need to. Number 2 is rescue requests are sent to the closest active players, making it easier to get rescue requests. So I guess that means, what does that mean, closest in where you live? Does it, like, that's not very specific. So maybe closest to, like, your level? Like, maybe your units? I don't know. That's kind of weird. Number 3, the reward for clearing an event for the first time will be War Point Recovery Medicine 1. Okay. War Point Recovery Medicine 1 can be received in all Battle Point rewards. Okay. The update button for boss info located at the top of the screen, War of Underworld, is usable. This is scheduled to be implemented in the beginning of March. Changes... Oh, okay, so that's something later. Player can withdraw from bosses that they have discovered and are not participating in. Raid bosses can be discovered again. So I guess if you found, like, a low level... Like, let's say you're normally trying to farm, like, 200 plus, and you find, like, a level 80 or level 100, I guess you can withdraw. And it says the level overall won't lower when you withdraw. Best attacker will be chosen based on the total damage inflicted on a raid boss and not the most damage in battle. Oh, so it's not just one battle, it's just overall. Early stage raid boss levels have been raised, and boss levels later will rise faster. Okay, that's good, because I barely saw anything above 200. Discovering myself when I did it the first time. Rare raid bosses spawn more frequently according to that day's designated time and area. Okay. Number of limited turns have been shortened for raid boss battles. Okay, so you have less turns. Okay, one playthrough can be done. I think that's a lot of what people had issues with, is that it takes too much time. You know, as a mobile game, you don't really have, 30, 40 minutes to spend fighting an enemy. So that's good that they're shortening it. Hopefully you do more damage. Incarnate value that is carried over to another battle during a combo rises faster. Okay, so I guess what it's saying is, because you can go above 100%, so I guess if you save that incarnate for another battle, you'll already be up there and it'll rise faster from that point. The number of points from damage contributed points when battling a rare raid has been greatly expanded. Making battle points easier to gather up. So obviously they realized that no one hit the 150,000 except for people who really, really try-harded like crazy. So they realized that not a lot of people really got too many points. So the rarer raids will give you more stuff. Okay. The number of points from best attacker bonus has been greatly expanded, making points easier. Okay, easier to gather up. Battle point bonus has been increased from 1.1 to 1.5 when equipping a bonus character. Okay, very good. Since I have several of those. Battle medals grants a bonus when equipping a bonus character. Okay, same thing, making it easier to gather up. Info on raid bosses that you've discovered and battled in Volume 2 will be saved. Some raid boss levels will carry over into the next battle. Okay, so that's cool. So it does seem like they're making a lot of changes for this. We'll have to see how you know, great these changes are when we actually play. Hopefully I can actually get some points here. The main issue that I have still hasn't been addressed here, it's that when you enter a raid battle, let's say you're hopping in to help somebody else. Someone else had sent a request and it appears on your thing. The issue still stands that if you are still in battle when that boss gets beaten, you get nothing for that fight once you finish it. So they need to find a way that there needs to be like a consolation amount of points you get even if the boss has already been beaten. Because in the first one, it was just, you get nothing. If you're still in the battle when it's over, you get nothing, which is kind of annoying. Very interesting that they have, I can't even remember her name at the top for War of Underworld. Shasta and Lipia. They have Lipia here, so maybe we'll see Lipia as one of the, maybe Lipia will be a boss in this. Is she down here anywhere? I don't see Lipia anywhere here, so she might be in just the story stuff, maybe? Oh, wait, no, these are just the quests, so there's 5 battles on each one, okay. So she could end up being a boss. Is it here? No. Okay, well, I guess we'll just have to wait to see when it starts to, know if she's gonna be one of the bosses we could possibly fight, but otherwise, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty promising. So, overall, just kind of looking at my units real quick before we get out of here. So, we're going to need light, which I have a decent amount. If I could get this, I might actually use this Sword Tiliana as well, since she is a bonus character. We're definitely going to be using Sinon and Asuna. We're still waiting on those rewards to come in from the retweet campaign, in which, when we do, I should be able to get Sinon close to... Yeah, I'll be set to get her 1 rank here. And then hopefully we get some almighty... I mean, we won't get any more almighty crystals till probably the next Ordinal battle, so she'll be 85 for a little while, which isn't awful. And then, obviously, I'll be able to replace her accessory with this new one once I get it. And then real quick, just looking at... What's the other element? Water? This is what I have for water. Pretty much just Sword Tiliana and Yu-Gi-Oh, which is fine. I could limit break Yu-Gi-Oh if I really wanted to. See right here, I've got enough to... I've got extra to be able to get him to 100. But my issue here is that even though we are getting a water banner tomorrow, I feel like we could see enough... Because water is now being one of the types that has the least amount of 4 stars. So I could definitely see maybe like an Integrity Knight Yu-Gi-Oh coming down the pipeline soon. So for now, I'm going to hold off on limit breaking Yu-Gi-Oh, at least for the time being. Because if I can pull a Integrity Knight Yu-Gi-Oh, I would definitely want to do that. But that's going to be it, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below about this War of Underworld event. Are you excited? Are there any changes that weren't listed in there? Changes that you want to see happen with the War of Underworld event, other than the obvious, you know, get more points easier? Just let me know down below. That's gonna be it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.